Once upon a time, nestled in a cozy corner of a vibrant green farm, lived a kind mother duck. She had been patiently sitting on her precious eggs, waiting for the magical moment they would hatch. One by one, tiny cracks appeared on the eggshells. With gentle pecks and wiggles, the first eggs began to open, revealing the cutest little ducklings imaginable. Quack, quack, they cried, their voices full of joy. They were all fluffy and yellow, just like tiny balls of sunshine, waddling around their proud mother. But there was one egg, much larger than the rest, that remained stubbornly closed. Mother Duck waited and waited, wondering what special little one was inside. Finally, with a mighty crack, the big egg broke open. Out tumbled a baby bird, but he was unlike his brothers and sisters. He was large, gray, and looked a little clumsy. The other farm animals, who had gathered to see the new arrivals, started to whisper amongst themselves. Their voices carried on the gentle breeze. He looked so strange, clucked a hen, ruffling her feathers. He's so ugly, grunted a pig, turning its snout away. Their words stung the little bird's heart. The poor little bird felt a deep sadness settle over him. He was different, and because of it, he felt lonely and unwanted right from the very start. As days turned into weeks, the other ducklings continued to avoid him. They would swim and play together, leaving him always on the outside, looking in. The farm animals, instead of being kind, often laughed at his awkward waddle and his unusual appearance. Their teasing made him feel even smaller. Even his own mother, though she tried to be loving, seemed unsure of what to do with her peculiar child. She couldn't understand why he was so different. Feeling utterly heartbroken and unwanted, the little gray bird made a brave, but sad, decision. He decided to leave the farm and find a place where he truly belonged. His journey was long and difficult. He traveled alone through dense, misty forests where tall trees loomed over him, making him feel tiny and lost. He swam across vast, shimmering lakes, the water cold against his feathers, always searching for a friendly face, a welcoming glance. As autumn arrived, the leaves turned brilliant shades of red and gold, but the beauty of the season couldn't warm his lonely heart. He often felt hungry and tired. Then came winter, with its biting winds and blankets of snow. He shivered in the cold, finding shelter wherever he could, dreaming of warmth and kindness. He had no one to share his struggles with, no one to offer a comforting wing. Each day was a test of his courage and resilience, but he never gave up hope. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, the long, cold winter began to fade. The first signs of spring appeared, bringing with them a promise of new beginnings. The sun grew warmer, flowers bloomed in vibrant colors, and the world seemed to awaken with renewed energy. The little bird felt a flicker of hope in his heart. One glorious spring morning, as he glided onto a sparkling lake, he saw a sight that took his breath away. A group of magnificent white birds were swimming gracefully. They were swans, the most elegant and beautiful creatures he had ever laid eyes on. Their feathers were pure white, shimmering in the sunlight, and their movements were like a dance. He watched them with awe and a pang of longing. He whispered softly to himself, his voice barely audible over the gentle lapping of the water. "Oh, how I wish I could be as beautiful and graceful as them," he sighed, feeling his usual wave of sadness. He felt so small and plain in comparison. He lowered his head, looking at his reflection in the calm, clear water of the lake. He expected to see the same awkward, gray bird he had always known. But what he saw made his heart leap with surprise and disbelief. It wasn't the ugly duckling staring back at him anymore. He wasn't a duck at all. He had grown into a magnificent, beautiful white swan, with a long, elegant neck and strong, powerful wings. The other swans, noticing him, swam gently towards him. They didn't laugh or whisper. Instead, they welcomed him with open wings and soft, friendly calls. He joined them, gliding effortlessly across the water, feeling a sense of belonging he had never known before. He was finally home. For the very first time in his life, the once ugly duckling was truly, wonderfully happy. He had found his true self and a family that loved him just as he was. And so, the beautiful swan lived happily ever after, a reminder that true beauty comes from within and that everyone finds their place in the world.